Okay, I'm doing a test. I got the two ZV-1 Mark IIs. This is on the Panasonic S9 with the Sigma 35mm f2. But I got two ZV-1 Mark IIs now with the cages from SmallRig. And I did a couple of things different. One is stabilized, the other one is not. Also, the tripod, the one that was stabilized, that was real shaky and stuff on part 1 and part 2, going to Lake Burton, or I mean Lake Belton, was basically, I put it in the front. I could put it in the rear, and then I could put it in the front, and I put it in the front just to see if it matters also on stabilization. So this first test, I'm just going to turn on my ZV-1 Mark II. I'm going to go to about 29-30 millimeters, okay? And I'm recording. So this one was stabilized completely. And I got both recordings going on. Now with the ZV-1 Mark II, I got it in the center on the speaker of the dashboard. They have no ball heads, so it's just a tripod in the and then the camera in the SmallRig cage. And I found that that's pretty. It keeps it from shaking. I also changed the. First of all, I don't have the air conditioning up real high, so you don't hear that annoying loud noise. But I got the surround sound. I don't have it in front, I don't have it in rear, I don't have it on automatic. It's on surround sound. And the road leads down toward the right, so it may look a little bit crooked. And that's on the S9. Just ate dinner. It is overcast. And this is a long night for no traffic. There we go. So, I'm going to go on Lookout Road where it's real shaky, bumpy. I will finish the recording on the ZV-1 Mark II, which has no stabilization. And the tripod is connected to the back port of the camera. That might make a difference for stabilization. So this one has the IBIS, or the digital stabilization. The steady shot is turned off, but it is recording. Okay. for this one car that's behind me. He's not speeding up. He's kind of curious why I have two cameras. He doesn't know who I am, so he's staying back. So this is still the smooth part of Lookout Road. So I'm going to go all the way to the end. It's a quick test to see how I can take the rough road. And then I'll change cameras and go and do the test backwards home. Just a short video for my peace of mind and for experimenting. Is the shocks on the car good enough for the ZV-1M2 to do videos? Because I had the steady shot on the other one, but it was connected to the camera with the ball head that I hate. So I did a retest without the ball head, and it was much better. But for better stabilization, I did get a lot of noise though from the microphone. Okay, and that was unnerving. That's why I ordered me another cage. Now, the cage that I got was missing an Allen wrench, but fortunately, I have the other one from the original package. This was in a bag, so that's probably why it was cheap. But no problem, it's tight on the camera, so I'll be testing that next. So these cages gives you more slots where you can add stuff to it, like microphones and other stuff, but it gives you a little bit better grip, especially where you don't want your pinky underneath the camera. And it has a better tripod placement. Yeah, you see, they turn at the last moment. So I'm going to go into this parking lot. The video with the ZV-1M2 is over with. So I'm going to stop recording on that. Pick it up and turn it off. It's nice having dummy batteries, 2 power banks. Makes the thing so easy to work with. And I just put it in my little bag. Close it up. And now for the next test, the other one. So the tripod is mounted closer to the lens. And so it's a little bit different on the cage than in the back. So that's the other test. This one does have the IBIS. Alright. I'm gonna, the steady shot on. So I just put it here. About the same. I can't read it. I'm going to turn it on. And now I'm ready to go back the other way. Okay. Reverse. See, it's just as simple as that. You go here, you play with the cameras, you test them out, So we will be comparing when I get back in the studio. I'll play this video, you know, the beginning of the S9. Then I'll show each camera. And then you tell me the performance that you like better. Or do you see a difference? I think the big difference is the cage, all right? I do have another ball head, which is better than the ZV one that came with the tripod. You can see this is getting rough right here. I already know the stabilization on the Panasonic S9 is fantastic. I drove on this road last night. Look at that. Well, no, yeah, going, not coming back. So it's a little bit rougher on the right. And this is with the digital stabilization on. And you can see this is a pretty rough road, even if it's paved, but it has a lot of dips in it. And see, in this road, it's forming potholes, this part of the road. But then when I get to past Schertz Parkway, it's a whole different story. And my neighbor just looks at me, he just shakes his head, he says, "What is he up to now?" He doesn't understand what I do. He says, you just take a camera and shoot, take photos, do a little video. Why are you testing them? Because I had a video that looked so terrible, I wanted to fix it. So I'm going to try to solve the problem. I think the problem was the ball head. And once I removed that, it improved quite a bit, but then the sound was terrible. So that's why I got me the cage. And it's on this camera that was giving me trouble, and it had the IBIS on, or the digital stabilization. So a lot of people complain, I'm not going to get the camera because it's not stabilized, it doesn't have an IBIS. Well, if it has digital stabilization, and if you have your shutter speed high enough, you should be able to have decent photographs. It shouldn't be blurry. If you want a slower shutter speed, then you put it on a tripod. No biggie. There are workarounds. Whatever your price point is, a phone is good. They have some great cameras now. These are a step above the ZV-1M2s because they're 1.5 inch sensor, or 1 inch sensors. And they're pretty good also. Of course, then with the S9, it's a full frame. So I see it's just a quick trip down Lookout Road. I think no more than 3 or 4 minute clip on each ZV-1M2. A little introduction from the S9 here and there, and then I'll give you my results in the studio. You know, after playing these short clips. So you shouldn't hear the air conditioning at all. It's on low. It is warm outside. It's 89 degrees, by the way, folks. Outside here in San Antonio, Texas. I couldn't believe it. I mean, it was cool and muggy this morning, and now it's 89 degrees. Yeah, I'm gonna have to wait. No problem. All part of the test. Now this is at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. It's a cloudy day, so the sun should not affect it. And plus, it's only been about 10 minutes on the video. And I'm waiting for this dim light. There we go. And that's it. I got my levels, little bubbles with, they got magnets on it, so I can put it on the refrigerator. But this is for cameras to make sure that they're level. So you see, worked out good. And I'm done. So, thank you for tagging along. Remember, stay safe, keep smiling, and I'll see you next time. Bye, folks. Have a wonderful day. Okay, so what did I learn? You don't really need the stabilization on the camera. You can have it turn off. If you're in the car and it's stabilized, or if you're on a gimbal, you don't need it. What I also learned was on here, in fact, I'll go to this one back here, my ZF, and I'll turn on some light. Okay. One that didn't have IBIS on, I mounted it on the back. Okay, there's two holes right here on the ZV-1M2 with the SmallRig cage. And I had this, and it was perfect both times. On the way back from Lake Belton to San Antonio to today. I changed the sound where it's not going to the rear. It's all surround sound. If you put it on automatic, it'll go either front or wherever you are. But me, I'll put it surround sound. That way you don't have to worry about it. This one, I did notice that I got more reflection because the camera was closer to the windshield. So with the mount, and I'm going to go back to my Z6 III. With the mount, I'm going to put it in the back. And right about here, so the battery can still come out. And with the ZV-1, oh, sorry about that. With the ZV-1 Mark II, the mount was here, and it's hard to get the door open. So you can, no, I'm sorry. The mount was over here. So it was like this. You want it more center with the weight. So I'll put it in the back. I will turn it on. I will press menu. And you can see, maybe not. Let's see if you can read it. Yeah, right about, well, it's on, okay? So I'm gonna turn that off. And now I don't have to worry about it. And what I like about this is all you have to do is close the LCD screen and it shuts off. So now these cameras are the same. They both have dummy batteries. They both have the SmallRig cage. They both sound great. The video was, between them two, it looked smooth, even with the IBIS on, but I think the reflection and the tripod mounted toward the front had more reflection. So if I moved the tripod in back, I think I had a better picture quality. So that's the only thing I found different. I did see some stuttering with the IBIS or the steady shot on. With it off, it was perfect. And that's what impressed me with the trip back from Lake Belton to here the other day. So thank you for watching this video. I hope I was helpful. The ball head I use from ZV, it's good if you're not moving the camera. But I was in a moving car, it was shaking, but I did not have the cage. It was just mounted to the camera. And that's where the problem was. And when I took the ball head off and just mounted the tripod, then I was getting noise, in the microphone. This way I put the cage, I'm going to mounts in the back, so it's centered weight for the camera. And it looks better even without any steady shot on. Now, that's in the moving vehicle with good shocks. Walking, you may have to turn on a steady shot if you're going to walk and vlog, all right? Thank you for watching. Remember, stay safe, keep smiling, and I'll see you next time. As in the video. Bye, folks. Have a wonderful day.